Hello, it's Sherry. I'm here today with another meditation practice for you. I want to talk about mindfulness today. It is a word that has almost become kind of a buzzword. Just add a little mindfulness to your day. And what mindfulness is it is a type of meditation. Not all types of meditation are mindfulness meditation, but mindfulness is always a kind of an approach based in meditation practices. So we're going to do a little mindfulness basics today. If you are more interested, you could even do research on like mindfulness and reduced fall risk. Mindfulness can reduce risk of motor vehicle accident. Mindfulness has been studied pretty extensively, as has meditation. So there's a lot of research out there if you're curious to look for that. The main thing that you need to practice any kind of meditation, mindfulness or any others, is to set aside some time. You don't need a lot of time. We're going to do just a few moments of meditation today. And even just a little bit of meditation every day can start to have a beneficial effect for you. You don't need any special equipment for this. You don't need a special cushion or cushions or benches or chairs or scarves or incense or flowers. You just need some time. Right? A little bit of time and space where you won't be disturbed. Right? Once you've got that, you're going to get what I like to say, you hear me say again and again, comfortable enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can still have parts of the body that aren't feeling so great. Just comfortable enough. You could do this seated, standing, walking, or lying down if you're not feeling too sleepy. This is definitely an all-purpose, all places kind of meditation. What you're going to do is observe the present moment as it is. The goal of mindfulness meditation is not to empty the mind of thoughts. In yoga, we sometimes say yoga is the practice of settling the mind, the fluctuations of the mind into silence, into stillness. In mindfulness meditation, you're not trying to get to that stillness. You're just observing your thoughts as they're coming up. You may be observing that there's a sound or sounds from outside. You might notice a smell. You might notice other things, right? The temperature. You are going to notice as your thoughts come up, try not to add the thought of judgment to them. Right? Judgment itself is just another one of the fluctuations of the mind. So if we notice judgment come up, we just note, okay, judgment is arising. The goal is simply stated. The goal is to just pay attention to this present moment as it is without judgment. This is very simply stated, but it is itself a practice of a lifetime, right? We don't say, check, I got mindfulness done, give me my badge, and I'll move on to the next thing. We're always coming back to it. So we're going to try that, right? Even take a moment, get a little more comfortable. Hands, right? We could have them rest on the legs. Okay, I'm going to point this camera down for a moment. I'm just resting my hands in any shape they feel comfortable in. Right? You'll notice I am seated on a cushion, on a rug, on the floor, but I have been doing this practice for many years and I'm very comfortable seated this way. So please don't take my seated on the floor as you have to sit on the floor. Just comfortable enough. You might even start by noticing your breath. Let the breath out. If it helps to close the eyes and it doesn't make your mind feel busy or sleepy, let your eyes close for a moment. And you're just observing what is arising in this present moment. If any judgments come up, just let those kind of roll on by as well. start practicing that when a thought, an emotion arises, that you say to yourself, that's me thinking again. And once you've noticed that, and you're celebrating too that you noticed you were thinking again, you try and let that thought that you were aware of roll on by, off and away, and return to just noticing the moment as it is. And the next time a thought arrives, oh, there I am thinking again. I sometimes like to exhale after noticing that thinking again, and it's almost as if the exhale is helping push that thought along. Our minds can get carried away in thought, so we want to keep them here in this present moment. That's why we use that phrase, oh, that's just me thinking again. The mind is being carried away. I'm going to stop, notice. That's that thing happening. Maybe exhale back into just noticing the present moment. Try to be really kind with your mind as you learn this tool of just noticing. We're not creating a story about our noticing. We're not wondering what sounds are. We're just noticing them. We're noticing our own stories coming up and not getting drawn into them. It is completely normal for your heart mind, as we say in yoga, for the heart mind to be caught up in busyness, the thinking and the feeling we do every day. It is of the nature of the heart mind to be full of thoughts and emotions, which is why the heart mind. So this act of stopping it and noticing, that's me thinking again, and then letting that thought go. And maybe I'm returning to the feel of the coolness of the wood of the floor beneath me. The sounds I hear in the distance and the outside and inside my own home. I notice I'm busy thinking about getting a newsletter out, finishing videos. So it seems really just sitting here, right? Noticing mindfulness, just we come back to it again and again and again. And it is, in fact, that realization that we are not being mindful and the willingness to return that is in many ways really the heart of this practice. It's not this expectation that we are going to be perfectly engrossed in the present moment the first few times we try this, or even the next 50 times you try this. We're going to notice the heart mind coming up, letting it go, and we get better at it. The more we do this, the easier it becomes to notice, oh, that's me thinking again, back to the present moment. The more we do it, the easier it becomes, and the more beneficial it is for us. If you're curious more about how meditation can change the brain, and these studies I referenced, there's all kinds of studies about how mindfulness reduces fall risk, reduces motor vehicle accidents, it improves our balance, right? So it's a really important tool. You can look for all the research out there if you're a research kind of person. If not, just start adding even just a minute or two. Every day, pick a time where you can just take a minute or two in silence and just add this deceptively simple practice in. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoy this little mindfulness break. Peace, peace, peace. May we all feel at ease.